Chapter 93. Maha. Then the image that appeared before me became the atmosphere of an evening in Shivaratri that I was familiar with. But today was a special day. It was a full moon day, because I saw it gradually appear clearly in the east from dusk. It had a soft white light and a large round shape, contrasting with the foreground, which was the towering spire of a Hindu temple. Today the image of the temple looked more beautiful than usual, because of the decoration with thousands upon thousands of lanterns, lamps, and candles in every part of the temple, making it brightly lit, visible from a distance, and the sound of the Maha drums playing loudly throughout. After completing our daily duties, tonight I and the group of over 200 people intended to travel to see the Buddha at Bupfram Temple, located southeast of Sa. On the way from Jetavana Temple, we walked past people dressed beautifully in competition with each other, but one thing was the same. Everyone had a long white cloth draped diagonally around one shoulder, indicating that they would participate in the rituals held at the Hindu temple. In their hands, they carried containers made of banana leaves filled with colorful flowers, some small, some large, depending on their status. In the center of the flowers were 3 or 4 incense sticks. The other hand held a small earthenware dish with raised edges, filled with beeswax and a wick for lighting. Along both sides of the road around the city, many lanterns were decorated to symbolize that today was a special day. The area around the Hindu temple was occupied by a market selling various goods, including miscellaneous items, jewelry, and clothing, as well as entertainment, performances, and shows such as traveling theater, magicians, vaudeville, and fortune tellers. The atmosphere of today looked lively and exciting, especially. It looked similar to the atmosphere of a temple fair today, but it looked more magical and ancient. And the difference was that the venue was a Hindu temple, not a Buddhist temple. "Lord, what day is today?" I asked Lord Foch, in the middle of looking around excitedly. "Today is Maha, which is held on the 15th day of the waxing moon in the 3rd month of every year. Everyone in this city will participate in the worship of Shiva with 3 offerings: flowers, incense, and fire. This tradition is widely practiced throughout the Suvarnabhumi region. If you were to see this ceremony in the city that is known as the center of Hinduism, or the Dvaravati kingdom, it would look 100 or 1,000 times more magnificent." Lord Foch explained, "I'm not sure if today coincides with an important Buddhist holiday." "I think it's Makabucha Day," I asked. "Yes, it's the same day. But the Makabucha Day you're talking about was only established more than 2,000 years after the Buddha's passing, around 2,300 BC, Lord Foch replied. "Is it related to this Shivaratri Day? Why is it the same day?" I asked. "It's not related to Shivaratri Day, but the timing coincides with the legend of you and your friends. The legend of me. That's exciting. Can you tell me?" I requested. "Continue to experience it yourself. You will understand everything about its origin," Lord Foch replied. "Okay," I replied. Akita Beku's group took more than 2 hours to travel from Jetavana Temple, leaving before dark and arriving at Bupfram Temple around 7:30 p.m. Throughout the journey, I felt the eagerness that arose in Akita's heart. He hurried to reach his destination as quickly as possible. Normally, on this night, according to Hindu tradition, Those who participate in the shivaratri ceremony do not sleep all night. For the general public, they travel to the Hindu temple or the place where the Shiva idol or lingam is enshrined. They gradually bring clean water to bathe the lingam, along with oil lamps, incense, and flowers as offerings. After that, everyone finds a place to sit around the Hindu temple, with clear divisions of seating according to class and status, to listen to the chanting that will come from inside until morning. The Brahmins will chant hymns, praising Shiva repeatedly inside the Hindu temple throughout the night. The atmosphere of this ritual is considered sacred. Those who have the opportunity to participate in the ceremony consider themselves to have received great merit, especially those who are wealthy. Those who donate a lot of property to the Hindu temples of the Brahmins will be praised and given special seating. When Akita's group, who used to be Brahmins, ordained as monks with the Buddha, those traditions were abolished among the monks, but they couldn't help but do something according to tradition, especially for their teachers or those they respected. So tonight, they intended not to sleep and agreed to travel to see the Buddha. In Akita's heart at this moment, he felt that someone was waiting for him, and when he stepped onto the last step of the stairs, leading to the courtyard in front of Bufaram temple, he found that it wasn't just Akita's group who had come to see the Buddha. The scene he saw was a large number of people sitting, cross-legged in a circle on the open space. There were monks, kings, wealthy people, and commoners, and each person had an earthenware dish with beeswax to provide a small light in front of them, because the person who donated the funds to build Bufaram temple was a woman. This place was a residence for nuns and laywomen who were devoted to the Buddha's teachings, like those who came to see the Buddha today, most of whom were women. Wow, what's going on? Why are there so many people? Who are they? I asked Lord Foch. It's an unplanned gathering of 1,250 Arhats. Lord Foch replied, Lord, this meeting of 1,250 Arhats without prior arrangement. So, is this the origin of the legend of Makabucha Day? I asked further. Yes, he replied, but as far as I know, this event happened early on, not long after the Buddha's enlightenment, and it happened at Veluvana temple in Rajagaha, not here, right? Also, the image I see now is not like the image I used to imagine. That is, there is the Buddha sitting on a platform, and only bald male monks sitting listening to the Buddha's sermon. I asked, making observations to compare with the paintings I had seen in the history of Makkah. Bucha, the information you received is not wrong. In the early days of enlightenment, and traveling to propagate the method of being Buddha, causing many people to be able to be Buddha, most of whom were ascetics and Brahmins, because they were seeking methods to attain the truth. When someone told them about a shortcut, they were ready and able to attain it immediately. So, in the first year of enlightenment, on Shivaratri Day, the Brahmins who had attained arhatship were grateful to their teachers. So they traveled to see the Buddha, he replied.